coming. 2027.
Look at this beautiful house. This is a man.
Government house.
Are you seeing?
Yes.
Now, the person you are seeing this video now is celebrating the opening of this house, the building of this house. He's a sitting minister for power.
I know, Adelabu.
Look at him flaunting wealth. This house, he built it while a minister. This is when he built his house. Because this house, he built it within these last 2 years, and he became minister. Barrister, again, a sitting minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He didn't build this house prior to being a minister. He built this house.
He claimed that he finished the house before being appointed as a minister.
That's not true. That's not true. You and I know that that's not true. If this man is not fired, I know Bola Tinubu is a criminal as well. He's as corrupt. He's a million times more corrupt than all his appointees. There's no doubt about that. But at least to save face, because of the optics, if this man is not fired as a minister, it means that Bola Tinubu does not have. He's a completely flagrant abuser of public funds, and he's projecting it to be so to the public. That is just it. Because this is, for God's sake, let's even assume you built this house before you became minister. Why didn't you celebrate it then? Why are you celebrating it now? That is one. Secondly, even if you built it then and you celebrated it then, you built it then, why do you have to celebrate it now? If you didn't celebrate it then, why don't you wait? Why don't you wait until you have left the minister's appointment? Why can't you do things based on, at least consider optics? As a public appointee or public official, whatever you are doing or you choose to do or you decide to do, you have to consider optics. It is important. This man, I expect him to be fired. Look at that. That mansion is worth billions. That thing is not. I don't even know the location. Maybe in Abuja or Lagos. I don't know. I don't even know.
It's Ibadan. It's Ibadan.
Oh, Ibadan. Okay. You can imagine what that man built there, a city minister. Barrister, what's your opinion on that?
I totally agree with you. Initially, when Sahara reporters brought up the report, he came out to say he built the house, he completed it before he was appointed as a minister. But just like you said, assuming that is so, still, in the context of the situation Nigeria and Nigerians are today, it will be very indecorous for him to come and be flaunting this kind of project. It's a palace. It's not even a mansion. It's a palace.
It's a palace. I agree with you.
It's a palace. To be flaunting it in the face of Nigerians, when Nigerians are going without food. I have been trying to research his background. I hope he's not the son of the former strongman of Ibadan politics, Adelabu, because they bear the same.
It should be.
They bear the same name. If he comes from that man, then everybody already know how notorious that man was in Ibadan politics. That man has all along been in politics. In fact, he lived exclusively on politics. So it will not be out of place to say that this man should not boast that it's not public money that he used in building that. If he is from that line, but even if from his businesses and that he built that, for God's sake, you are now a minister. He's a minister of power.
Yes.
You are now a minister. The situation in Nigeria is critical. The president of World Trade Organization, Konjo, just came into the country, spoke to your boss, saying that something should be done urgently to cushion the effect of that. The suffering of the Nigerian masses is self-evident. Everybody knows that. The average Nigerian knows the struggle that he's doing daily. How do you, a public officer, come to flaunt this kind of thing in their face?
Honestly.
How can you, a public officer in Nigeria, to come to flaunt something like this in the face of Nigerians? For God's sake, that is lack of decorum, lack of respect for the people. And it can only happen with Tinubu, who himself flaunts his wealth everywhere in the country. They don't see anything wrong in doing this, particularly in the face of excruciating poverty and suffering of Nigerians. It's almost impossible today to say you have got that kind of money without the public money being involved. Dangote cannot boast that his empire is not built from majority part of public funds. It is true.
Yeah.
It's very impossible for any Nigerian businessman with that kind of wealth to disassociate it from public funds. Yeah. We know how these things are happening. So whether you did it before or after, it's of no consequence. There must be a measure of public funds in it. And then you flaunt it in the face of your fellow people who are on the ground struggling for daily bread. But of course, nobody is going to take any action. You are wishing that he should be sacked. Nobody is going to sack him. The head has not given a kind of body language that will make all the appointees to fall in line. The body language is exactly what they are also showing, what they are also doing. So I don't expect any consequence to come to him on account of that.